Hello, weirdos. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Natalie Megan, and this is Weirdo Book Club. I know that I usually sit over here, and there's some artwork over here, but I'm in the middle of rearranging everything, and I haven't quite figured out what I'm doing yet. So I have scooted over here. Aren't you excited? Let's give a little bit more. Okay, great. Today, I wanted to tell you about my short-term reading goals for 2024. I am someone who has an ever-growing TBR. I think there's about 440 something books on it currently, and I'll never read them, maybe ever. So I wanted to take a second, go through my TBR, and narrow it down and form a tentative list for 2024. Now, as a mood reader who does not like being told what to do, don't tell me what to do. I may read these, I may not. But it's good to have goals. So this is my tentative 2024 TBR. We're starting with Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. I know. I've never read this, and I feel like the copy that I have has been calling to me from my bookshelf for well over a decade now. And I'm going to show my age with this, but does anyone out there in the void remember the MTV film adaptation, the modern retelling of Wuthering Heights that they put out?
Where'd you go last night?
Don't tell me you're boned up for that white trash.
Let go of me! Never.
Just me? Okay. Well, one day I came home from school and it was on, and it was incredible. Erica Christensen was in it. It was great. And the way life used to be is that you would see a movie on the television and then you'd never see it again. So that's what happened here. But ever since I saw it, I was like, I really want to read the original. I want to read the book. But it's also very daunting of a book and intimidating for someone who doesn't read a lot of classic novels like that. But this year could be the year, and it will serve as a great placeholder since I can't seem to find that MTV version of the movie anywhere. If you know where it is, you let me know, okay? And you'll be my new best friend. Don't tell Hannah. Speaking of Hannah, next on my list is My Dark Vanessa. Hannah recommended this to me years ago, but it has been pushed, down the line. And I never felt like I could handle it. It's a dark, heavy book about a student-teacher relationship, but it's apparently done with a lot of empathy and care. If I'm waiting to read this book until I'm mentally well, I would never read it. So I feel like this is the year. Plus, I just want to hurt lately. I think it's something to do with the grief that I'm navigating and all that. I don't know. But I have found myself reaching for books that may hurt me. I'm ready. I think I am ready to be hurt. Speaking of hurt, We Spread by Ian Reid. It follows a woman in a nursing home as she is succumbing to her dementia. And since my grandmother is currently in a nursing home with Alzheimer's and dementia of her own, I feel like this is just a really targeted attack for me to put on this list. Like, I am trying to cry my eyes out this year. I just need to feel something. Because when you read a book about something that hurts you, you just close the book and put it, on the shelf or under your bed or in the freezer or in the trash. You can get rid of that. And the grief I'm dealing with is tangible and everywhere. It's omnipresent and it never goes away. So in a way, I'm hoping that these will be cathartic reads for me. So I get to feel something and also just put it away when I'm done. I think this will ruin me, but in a good way, kind of, maybe, hopefully. And sometimes it's nice to feel something that isn't distinctly yours and inescapable. Next, we have Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I don't know if I said that right. I'm sorry. This is another book that has been recommended to me over and over again, but like through the years, especially the last two of me doing this, I get Rex constantly, and it just keeps getting bumped down the list. And I don't think that's fair because I've heard such good things about Rebecca. But I have it on my Kindle ready to go, and I have for years. So let's hope that I finally do it this time. If you've been around for a little bit, you know that I read Book Lovers by Emily Henry 2 years ago, and I loved it. I laughed, I cried, I felt things. It was sweet. It was cute. Not so cute that it made me roll my eyes. It was just a really good reading experience. I've also read Happy Place, and I didn't love it as much as I loved Book Lovers. But in April of 2024, Funny Story by Emily Henry comes out, and I am on the edge of my seat to read it. I am so hopeful for this, that it's going to be a cute little romance that I love in the way that I loved Book Lovers. And I know that some people really rode hard for Happy Place. I just didn't like it. And what are you going to do? But let's cross our fingers for this one, okay? Next, and something that I'm currently reading because I got approved for the ARC, The Warm Hands of Ghosts by Catherine Arden. This one comes out February 13th, 2024, and it is a hauntingly beautiful historical fiction about a nurse in the front lines of the Great War who receives news that her brother has died in battle. Or has he? I don't know. I'm a sucker for any book that has a ghost on the cover or in the title. You know, I love a ghost story. But even if I wasn't, I would have been interested in this because I like Catherine Arden stuff. I've read these books by her, and I think that they're very well done. She's very good at telling the stories the way that she tells them. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I like her writing, and I'm excited to finish this. Okay, so next on the list, I originally had Cackle by Rachel Harrison, because I've heard about it a lot, and I think it's the first Rachel Harrison book that I heard of. However, after a quick little birthday trip with my friend Adrian to the bookstore, where I held a couple of Rachel Harrison books in my hands, I ended up coming home with Black Sheep, which is what I think I'm going to read this year instead of Cackle. Or maybe if I like Black Sheep, I'll read them both. But I bumped Cackle off of my short-term list because, number one, Black Sheep is a pink book, and it's going to look good on my shelf whether I like it or not. Two, Black Sheep has to do with like a domestic thriller kind of twists with religious undertones, and I love. So yes, I'm very excited about this one. I've been meaning to try out Rachel Harrison stuff for a while anyway, so I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. Another book that I got for my birthday from my friend Brittany, The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, and I have heard only good things about this book, which makes me very nervous, but also intrigued. And now I have a copy of it, so I get to read it. We love a wholesome little witchy moment. Okay, this is another one that's been on my list for a long time. The Butterfly Garden by Dot Hutchison. This is it. It's happening. Okay? People recommend this to me often, and it's on Kindle Unlimited, so I literally have no excuse. The only person that is stopping me from reaching my dream is me. Par for the course. I'm a Capricorn. Next up, kind of a wild card choice. Well, for me anyway, because I read Beautiful World, Where Are You by Sally Rooney, and I literally hated it. I am a plot person, and that book had no plot. I was so bored. I didn't care. I was bored. I don't care. However, I've seen clips of the film or TV or whatever adaptation of Normal People by Sally Rooney on TikTok. I've seen those clips everywhere. And it seems like there might actually be a plot. So I want to read it because I very desperately want to be that girl. And I feel like that girl reads Sally Rooney. I have two honorable mentions that I mainly added after the fact because I forgot about them after I drafted this script. And they both come from two of my friends in real life. The first one is The Perks of Being a Wallflower. This is Hannah's favorite book. It's her comfort read. She revisits it often. And when we had our in real life book club a couple years ago, pre unprecedented times, she even selected it as a monthly read, and I still didn't read it, and I didn't go to the meeting. I'm such a good friend. I'm going to read it this year. I'm going to read it this year, Hannah, okay? Stop screaming at me. Last but not least, I made a new friend last year, and she has been yelling at me to read, oh God, what is it? Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. And in the spirit of trying to be a better friend this year, I'm going to try my best. It's fantasy. Y'all know I don't like that. However, I am willing to try for my friends. All right, so there's my tentative TBR, my 2024 tentative TBR. Let's talk about them. Let me know if you're going to add any of these to your list and if you'll be reading along with me. I would love to chat with you more about it in the comments, or you can find me on Instagram or TikTok. I'm under the same name everywhere, so it's easy to find me. I'm also on Threads. Somewhat. I don't really use it, but I'm there. Find me on the places. Subscribe if you haven't already. Please, it helps me out. It pushes my videos out to other people. And I look forward to updating you on how this list goes. Who wants to bet I don't do it at all? No, y'all manifest this for me. Believe in me. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.